He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got him pretty fired up, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, he can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
Here's Dunleavy. Granger outside. Murphy sets a screen for Granger. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point line. Granger's got 12 points in just a second.
Exactly how you move off the screen and get the look you want.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Pierce not afraid to seek out that contact inside.
At the line for the Celtics.
That's good from Pierce.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Pacers leading by 4. Here's Tinsley. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. That one falls off Tinsley's feet. O'Neal's got 8 here in the quarter.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster games.
And the shot goes down.
Big shot from Pierce. This is the guy they turn to when they need a bucket.
1:44 left in the game. Murphy can't hit. Boston trails by 4. Here's Pierce going inside. Now that is on the line. Pierce has got 36.
Pierce doing a nice job navigating his way to the rim. Assertive drive that time.
To the inside. It's stolen by Jefferson. West right side. Gomes dishes to Pierce. Pass to Gomes to take the lead. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now here's O'Neal. Here's Tinsley. 56 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Here's Pierce. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Pass to Murphy. O'Neal is double. And Murphy kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Murphy. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Oh, that's blocked.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pierce. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Pierce is all business. You can see it in his eyes.
19 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Hit 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Now West. Driving to the basket. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. To the paint.
And a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team.
Personal foul.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. Pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
Momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. You can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told his guys to max it out on the three. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. We want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's Gordon. Here's Dang. It goes straight through with the switch. And now 24 points for Luol Deng.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Crawford, no luck.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Heinrich outside. Lets the free fly. The Knicks pull it in. Crawford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside for Curry. Pass to Crawford. Count that one. Crawford's got 12 points in just the second half.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. He's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Now here's Gordon. Down low. Dang. And it is pushed down with a nice jam.
He wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
New York trails by 4. Here's Lee. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move and a shoot too.
And sometimes you catch the defender lead. Looks like that's what happens in that sequence.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Nothing free about free throws. You earn your way to the line, and give credit to these guys for being aggressive offensively.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently. And that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
The shot by Heinrich though.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And stolen by Gordon. Over to the wing. Good D by Lee. The Knicks shooting very well right now, 52% in this 4th quarter. Here's Marbury. A shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Marbury's got 21.
Everyone in the building knew Marbury was taking that shot. What a big-time play.
Here's Heinrich. Pass to Brown. Good on the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And boy, did they need that hoop.
Here's Marbury. Count. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Showing Chicago now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Heinrich. Pass to Dang. Outside Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Wallace with a screen for Dang. 4 on the clock. Private needs to get off a shot here. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to...
And here are the Bulls now. Heinrich outside. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. It's in!
We've seen Heinrich get hot before.
9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Marbury. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Stirring contest. Lee outside. To Marbury. Just 5 to shoot. Now Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got the first points here in the overtime period for New York.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Ball is with the screen on Crawford. And it's Gordon missing. And for the Knicks, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Shoots a fader. Pass to Richardson. Here's Marbury. Back to Crawford. It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Dan. Good on the shot. Richardson's got 21.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Heinrich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Second free throw, no good. New York leading by 3. Crawford looking over the floor. To Marbury.
Marbury very good at putting pressure on defenses and forcing them to foul.
First team foul.
And he makes the first.
Stephon Marbury. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Heinrich outside. Pass to Gordon. Brown with the screen on Crawford. Such a wide open look. He's got 22.
And plays some heads-up basketball. Heinrich finds a way to get his guys set up.
It's Richardson on the wing. Lee outside. Over Brown. No good from Lee.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up some slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
And Dane brings a lot to the table. I mean, a terrific defender, and he's very reliable as a scorer at all 3 levels.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. The Knicks call time. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Here's Marbury. Has to lead. Uses the glass to finish the way. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Marbury's got such great playmaking skills with ball handling, passing, top shelf.
Now Brown. Gordon with it. Buries it from 3-point range. Gordon's got 7 points for the quarter.
And just so sure of himself, like he just knew that was going in.
Here's Marbury. The shot from the low post is good.
Stephon Marbury can flat out fill it up. And right now, he's on track for a monster night.
Heinrich with it. Brown sets a screen for Heinrich. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Marbury. Over Heinrich. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
Now here's Heinrich. Outside down on the wing run. Pass to Gordon. Lock at 6. For 3, Heinrich. And Curry pulls it down. For New York, they've gotten things started superbly in overtime, hitting 5 of their first 7 shots. Richardson finds Lee. Here's Marbury. Here's Curry. No good with the wing. Now the Bulls with it. Now Wallace. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Sure, they expected Wallace to make that hoop, but Ben, being fearless, doesn't get phased in the big moment.
Here's Marbury.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers.
Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So they foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. He could put them up by 2.
Possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Heinrich outside. From downtown, right between the eyes. The Knicks call time.
Got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Got it up in time. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now break 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed the team. Now, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge the defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And so Monte Ellis nails both of them.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on him.
Now, here is Barbosa. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Barbosa's role is to score the ball, as well as find ways to get to the foul line, and he does both well.
Richardson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Barbosa drops them both. And it's Famous with the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 3. Has to be a drench. Here's Richardson. Jackson passes to Harrington. Over Diallo. Harrington can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here is Davis, following the score by Phoenix. Richardson kicks to Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Davis. Add another minute to his scoring count. His fifth basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And going on the offensive, Davis knows they need a bucket, so he holds nothing back.
Now here's Nash. Can't hit from in close. Nash against Davis. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. And now just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
With the game as tight as it is, big points there.
With the step up. Here's Nash, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Nash has got 4 this quarter.
Absorbing contact well inside. Nash is a competitive guy and is able to find ways to score even against tough defense.
Now here is Davis. No good, shot missing. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Here's Nash. Beatrice with the block. Jackson against Marion. It's to Beatrice. Outside Davis. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. Davis against Nash. And Davis sends it back. Over Marion. And Davis can't get it to go.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Now here's Nash. Good.
And Nash wants to be that guy.
Harrington dishes to Jackson. Pass to Richardson. Back to Jackson. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Suns. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident.
.30 seconds left in the fourth. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
When the game is tight, Baron Davis ups the ante. What a clutch performance.
And it's the Suns with the ball. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. On offense, here are the Warriors. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And it's Davis with the ball for the Warriors. That's a floater go. Yes! And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see up there.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Gets the 3 to 4. The Suns call time. And here are the Suns now. And now they foul and stop the clock. He gets the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. From deep three-point territory, off target. So the Suns win it, and this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. And if they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, during that last break, I heard what Jerry Sloan talked to his team about. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, we know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. We need you to show me right now that you want this. To get it done, we'll see. Guys.
Thanks, David. Outside Jack, moves back up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Jack's got 11 in the second half. Williams kicks to Fisher. Outside Boozer. Okur with the screen on Randall. Boozer against Randall. Shot clock at 6. No good from Okur.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Williams passes to Fisher. Fade away, and Williams gets it to go on the assist by Fisher. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
When the game is tight, you'll see Williams calling for the ball.
Udoka kicks to Randall. Pass to Roy. Shoots the 3. Roy with another miss.
I'm not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Okur. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too.
Roy misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Defense caught lacking and tried to keep up. Ends up fouling.
Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Utah.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Roy can't hit.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, it looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
Kirilenko kicks to Boozer. Jazz passing it around. Here's Okur. Another shot, and Boozer lays it in. Boozer's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you want to see Boozer hit the board. Utilize that big, strong body there on the offensive glass.
Roy with the bucket. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. Misses the step-back jump shot. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Outside Roy. And Boozer with the block.
And some aggressive defense from Boozer, just attacking that shot.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And so here's Portland. It counts! And now they trail by just 4.
Roy believes in his game. He is one that trusts his work. Zero hesitation there.
And time by the Jazz able to retain possession here. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
From the stripe, money! And now they trail by just 4.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Fires for 3. And it's Kurlenko with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. That's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. In both at the line. It's an 8-point game. We see the Jazz get the win here. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone. A change here. Williams is checked in. Then for the Hawks, Williams comes in for Williams. And it's Lou in for Stoudemire. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but you need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys,
Thank you, David.
Nice job by Jason Williams going right into the defense and drawing the foul.
And that one falls for Williams.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the strike, he's going to cash in more than not.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Lou. Now Johnson. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got 20 points.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Here's Capono. Outside Williams. Here's Wade. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Because Shaquille O'Neal is so big and so athletic and so relentless, it's really hard to keep him off the glass.
Here is Smith. Nobody near Williams. From outside, off the mark.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front. But they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
And the basket by Wade.
Oh, incredible night for Wade. He's built to be the focal point of an offense.
Here's Lou. Smith outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got 17 points here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Wade. And the layup falls. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, you see how Wade adjusts to whatever the defense throws at him? Strong finish there.
Johnson against Wade.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Good ball movement here by Miami.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wade kicks to Capono. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one.
Got his feet set, let it fly.
Here's Johnson. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Shaq.
Hawks foul. Joe Johnson. 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Hey, everybody knows Shaq is a fun guy off the court, but when he puts on that jersey, playtime is over. He takes winning very serious.
Now here's Williams. Count it from 12. Williams has got 10 points now just in this quarter. And here are the Heat now. Wade surveying the D. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Atlanta trails by 5. It's Williams, high post. Johnson, nice spin off the left rim and in. Johnson's got 15 points here in the second half.
Boy, gotta love how cold-blooded Joe Johnson is. Doesn't back down from taking these big shots.
O'Neal is screen on Johnson. Inside. It falls.
Big bucket from a big man. Shaq is...
47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wade with the clock.
I tell you what, Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the 2-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Now here's Johnson. Here's the teardrop. And Shaq pulls it down. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
3rd personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Johnson up top. Wade is covering. And Wade sends it back. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Capono no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Man, that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
So it's the Heat winning this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Now break 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later. And Charlie Bell subbed in for Earl Boykins. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott during the break with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Hughes. Pavlovich passes to Augustus. Over Bogut. Kipper goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just one on the basket from Augustus.
The beauty of Augustus is he doesn't have to be inside. He can stretch it out to the mid-range.
Here's Bell, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
I like this throwback approach they've taken, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
A free throw drops for Bell. And so Bell nails both of them. Cleveland trails by 3. It's a pick by Augustus. James against Red. On the wing, it's Larry Hughes. Here's Augustus. Shot clock at 6. Basket number 8 is all good. Hughes attempted 12 shots.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Williams finds Bogut. Now, here is Bell. Three-pointer. A rebound by Hughes. Pass to Pavlovich. Ilgauskas with it. Covered by Bogut. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Williams with the ball. Now Bell. Screened by Bogut. Unloads. And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
James in the high post. Pass to Hughes over Williams. He claims that one off the back iron and down it falls. Hughes got 9 points now in just the second half. Bell with it. Now pulling away from deep. And Charlie Bell with the 3. Bell's got 7 now in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Andrew Bogut.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the deep.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
You know, with the style of game he has, it seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed. Just what they needed. Able to find some points and build some momentum.
Now here's James. Cleveland moving it around. LeBron James on the wing. Over Red. Red with the rebound. Red's got 6 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Williams. to Red. Yes!
Trusting a talented shooter like Red with the big shot. They clearly made the right choice.
Timeout, Cavaliers. Pass to Gooden. James looking it over. Oh, and the jam on the block.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Williams passes to Bell. And a miss there on the triple. And so here's Cleveland. And here's Hughes. Pass to Ilgauskas. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who would go to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. Here's LeBron. Here's Pavlovich. Another possession, another assist.
He's in total.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a deep three from James. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Contest. Hughes with it. James outside. Ilgauskas against Bogut. Ilgauskas dishes to Gooden from deep LeBron. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the inside. Now here's Villanueva. Gooden defending. And Villanueva kicks to Williams. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Pavlovich. Milwaukee with the rebound. Villanueva's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Williams. Now here's Bogut. And here's Bell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now Cleveland shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Pavlovich to take the lead. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Milwaukee in the lead. 3-pointer, Bell. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gooden's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's James. LeBron James just too strong.
Down low, LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And Bell kicks to Red. Villanueva with a screen on James. Drops in the tray. Red's got 26.
Looking dangerous from deep.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Pass to Pavlovich. Shoots a fader. A rebound by the Bucks. It's Bell on the wing, covered by LeBron. Bell passes to Villanueva. Now here's Williams. Fires for three. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And knocking down threes is so key. It makes defenses come out of the paint and gives your team some space to operate.
Here's LeBron, and it's sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
Pass to Bell. 3 minutes gone now here in overtime. Shots good by Williams.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long
What a beauty from James.
there is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Pass to Bell. A three. Gooden with the rebound. Gooden's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. James dishes to Augustus. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead. Hughes against Williams. And stolen by LeBron. Comes up. James all the way to the left.
As soon as he got the ball, LeBron was full steam ahead.
Mr. Red. Now Villanueva. Gooden defending. Williams against Hughes. Here's Bogut.
Yeah, Ilgauskas stretching out there to block shots. Superb at using that huge wingspan to come up with rejections.
Outside, James. To take the lead. Money!
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Here's Red.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Williams inside the line. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up. Here's James. It's in!
A monster bucket. What a moment.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
The Bucks call time. 6-second difference between shot and game plan. Here's Red. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get him to the penalty.
That's a foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And an intentional foul right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Red. Outside Williams. Over Hughes. Boy, Clark, it went in! Count it!
This game may never end. To have this kind of drama in a playoff game, it can't get any better than this. Can it?
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. A game of basketball this has been. Here's Williams. It's to Villanueva. Now Bell. On the wing, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Larry Hughes. The Cavaliers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Pass to Popovich. To the middle. He's looking for James and finds it. And another miss by Cleveland.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Now Red. Bogut sets a screen for Red. And the rejection by LeBron. So they take the lead. Bogut's got 19 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Ilgauskas on the mark at the 15-footer. Ilgauskas has got it all tied up now for the Kings. Pass to Bell. Got a piece of it. Got a piece of it. Here's Pavlovich. Kicks it out to James. Over Williams. And James gets it to go. LeBron's got 47 points.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
It's to Villanueva. No good from outside. Cleveland with the ball. The lead is 2. Pavlovich passes to Hughes. Here's Ilgauskas. And again, it's Cleveland.
That set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them. They've really made the most of it.
Williams kicks to Bogut. The Bucks working the ball around. On the wing, Williams. Hughes covered. Goes up on the wing. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to LeBron. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Michael Red. Red's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Villanueva. The kick out to Williams. Now here is Red. Bogut with a screen on James. Here's Red. It's blocked, and he gets it back. With Bell. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got his 16th rebound on the night. Shoots from 14. Milwaukee with the rebound. Villanueva's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mr. Red. To end the cold streak, sinks the three-pointer. Red's got 7 now in this quarter.
For the long ball of Michael Red, sweet shooting lefty, continuing to light it up from here.
James misses. The Bucks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Villanueva. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. And the Bucks lead by 1.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
Hits it again.
The night he's had, that score now ties him for the single game playoff for this team.
And here is Williams. Pass to Red. Back to Williams. Here is Bell. Here's Red. Here's Pavlovich. It counts.
Savvy down set up another guy.
A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kevin.
The Bucks call time. Bell dishes to Williams. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And against James. Head passes to Bell. It's rebounded by Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. So they foul intentionally.
His third personal foul. 15. At the line,
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
Here's Villanueva. It's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, big man with great touch from deep.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops the first one. That makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
We got it. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, George Karl just going over the game plan with his team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a three? We have to be better from deep. Implore his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and kicks. See if it works.
Thank you, David.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Camby kicks to Iverson, looking for Anthony, and gets it there. Outside for Martin. Denver passing it around. Pass to Campbell. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer on the way. Rebounded by Hassel. Minnesota shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Hudson. Garnett against Martin. And it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
Here's Blake. Iverson outside. Here's the three. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Down low. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Iverson outside. Pass to Campbell. Now Martin. Anthony down low. He's guarded by Davis. The three from Iverson. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Now here's Garnett.
Strong play on the interior, forcing the defender to overcommit.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Now here's Iverson. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by Hudson.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pass to Garnett. For Martin. Colby shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Garnett's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Talk about a clutch basket.
Here's Anthony. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 15 shooting.
And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is dependent on him to score, especially when the game is tight.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Denver in the lead. And he banks in the layup. Anthony's got 12 points in just the second half.
I mean, who would have won't taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Outside for Davis. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot. That time for whistleblower.
Nice work to get it inside and
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making the earn the free throw.
And both free throws good for Davis.
getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Blunt. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
Trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Here's Hassel. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And when I look at the box score, a higher percentage of assisted buckets is a great sign. It tells you the team is playing well offensively. That's right. No other option but to foul for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Yes!
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, and the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. A coach
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3-point split.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now break 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
And that about wraps it up, folks. I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Batiste checked in, and Bowen subbed in for Barry. The Mavericks also with a sub. Harris is checked in, and with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thank you, David. Nice shot by Terry.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Parker against Harris. It's stolen by Harris. To tie it up. And it's Terry that time on the assist by Howard. Terry's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. It drops. That's his ninth field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Hey, get used to this. There is no shake in Ginobili's game under pressure. He is clutch.
Now here's Nowitzki. And the layup is good. Nowitzki's got 7 points here in this quarter.
When you need a big-time bucket, Dirk is as good an option as anybody. He's definitely got that clutch gene.
Ginobili right side. The Mavericks pull it in. Nowitzki outside. Over Batiste. Here's Dampier. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Every team wants to have an Eric Dampier. 6'11", long arms. He can anchor you defensively as a rim protector and offensively down. Can score from the post when you get it to him.
He's off on the second.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Here's Bowen. Started by Howard. Bowen the pass to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Count that bucket. Parker's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And Tony Parker does it again.
Nowitzki kicks to Terry. Lets it fly from 18. Yep, right through the net.
Look at Terry having an impact here. He was ready to step in and just get the job done.
To the paint. Duncan down low. He's against Dampier. Here's Parker. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Now here's Nowitzki. Over Batiste. Nowitzki, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Duncan down low. Defended by Nowitzki. That one off the back iron and out.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Terry the pass to Dampier. Dallas moving it around.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Duncan. Good.
When Duncan is on like he is now, there's really not much he can do about it.
You want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Howard dishes to Harris. Misses the three.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
What a denial. Staying focused and getting all ball there.
Duncan with a screen on Terry.
So hard to stop Ginobili right now.
Dallas calls timeout. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harris misses.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team and rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Here's Parker, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. Clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Howard misses. And so it's the Spurs with the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. A downbreak 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
The Suns making a switch here. Marion's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Beatrice is checked in. And Al Harrington subbed in for Jackson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Nash. 5 to shoot. Stoudemire with the screen on Davis. There's Nash with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Petrus has got his 4th rebound in this one. Harrington, the pass to Petrus. Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And it's Nash in the corner. Now here's Stoudemire. For Davis. Beatrice grabs the miss. Beatrice has got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the double team with Barbosa. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Sticking with it, determined to score.
Jackson is checked in for Michael Petrus. Free throw off from Richardson.
Well, you got to love the game of Richardson. He's a ridiculous athlete who also scores at a very efficient clip and has really refined his skill set to go with that tremendous athleticism.
Here is Davis following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Richardson. And Barbosa pulls it down. Barbosa's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Stoudemire. He's guarded by Harrington. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Jackson. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Marion.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the 4th. Nash against Davis. The shot's good for Nash.
And they needed that one. Just a big-time basket.
Nash against Davis. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
Defensive end Stoudemire has all the tools to shut you down and turn your water off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Play an attack goal and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Second one is good. Bring both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
On the wing, Jackson. Marion with the steal. Here's Nash. Warriors with the rebound. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Harrington dishes to Davis. And Beatrice kicks to Richardson. Davis up top, covered by Barbosa. Teardrop shot, and it's denied. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Timeout, Warriors. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 2 on the clock. It's full. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And going on the offensive, Davis knows they need a bucket, so he holds nothing back.
Here's Barbosa. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Warriors. And he drives in. Off with the layup.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Diao, the pass to Nash. Now Barbosa. Back to Nash. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
And, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone. That's a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. Needs more production from the outside.
Thanks, David. Now here's Jim. Here's Aldridge. Good, and Jeff gets the assist.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Williams passes to Boozer. Okur with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fisher. Fires from 18. And it's in off the backboard. And the Jazz lead by 5.
A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Aldridge. And it's Kurlingo with the rebound.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Okur, the screen. Now here's Kurlingo. D right on him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Sets a screen for Jack. On the wing, Brandon Moore. Kept alive. It's good. Randolph's got 21 in the game.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Jazz leading by 3. Outside Kirilenko. Back to Williams. 3-pointer. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Roy. Aldridge with a screen on Fisher. Here's Roy. And that one swishes right in. Now just a 1-point Utah lead.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Here's Williams. Odd shot missing. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Outside Roy. over Fisher. Another miss by Roy.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Fisher. Knocks down the 3-ball. Fisher's got 7 now in this quarter.
What a big-time bucket from Fisher. Clutch!
And here's Roy. Aldridge with a screen on Fisher. Roy against Fisher. The layup missed. Utah leading by 4. Kirilenko the pass to Williams. Outside Kirilenko. Out to the right wing. Okur with 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover.
Here's Roy. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, Roy has just been sensational.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Fisher outside. Fires the 3. Frames it from downtown.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Strategy being discussed right now in that huddle.
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Here's Fisher. And he commits the intentional foul.
Brandon Roy. 5th personal foul. 7th team foul.
This free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Shot by Jack. Wide open. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Team foul. Shooting for the Jazz. Derek Fisher. Taking 2 shots.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Team foul. Shooting for Utah.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Udoka misses. So we see the Jazz get the win here. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. For the Timberwolves. And Denver also making a switch. Iverson's checked in for J.R. Smith. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I heard Kurt Rambis coaching during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hassel's checked in, and Foy hits both of them.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws. notice that.
Pass to Blake. Back to nabbing another steal.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
His disruptive nature defensively helps take offenses out of their rhythm, which is invaluable. Here's Martin. And another steal for him.
In his last swipe sets the franchise record. He now has the most steals in a playoff game in this franchise's history.
What an absolute menace he's been out there tonight. He's completely changed the tone of this playoff game. Now here's Davis. Shot clock at 5. Over Anthony. And it's Davis missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And it's Martin missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Outside, Davis. Fires it up. And that's collected by Camby. Camby's...
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Martin with a screen on Davis. Anthony, the pass to Martin. Inside, here's Foy. That's good, and Joe Garnett with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes.
Timberwolves. Minnesota leading by 4. We've got 1:55 left in the game. So the wing on the left. Arnett surveying the defense. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Now Blake. Anthony down low. Started by Davis. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Blake.
I mean, who else do you want taking this shot? Anthony, a natural scorer in any situation.
Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Now here's Garnett.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Anthony against Davis. Anthony kicks to Iverson. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
There is no back down or back up in AI, especially when it's a big moment in the game. Critical bucket for his team.
.36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The Nuggets with another miss. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Minnesota on D. Denver passing it around. Here's Iverson. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Block is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he is unable to get the second one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Iverson outside. And that's an intentional foul.
Fifth personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And so Minnesota takes the win. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win break, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, you've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later. San Antonio also making some changes. Batiste checked in, and Bowen subbed in for Barry. Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle, and he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Here's Parker. Jason Terry picking up that last basket. Parker surveying the floor. To the middle. And Batiste gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And Parker terrific in the pick and roll. Just creative in terms of getting his team good looks.
Terry the pass to Nowitzki. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's Terry outside. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Ginobili, and it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Terry. Now Nowitzki. Rocket 6. Oh, that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Nowitzki's got it all tied up now for the Mavericks. Parker with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Sinks that one from the post. Parker's got 23.
Huge shot by Parker there at a moment when his team needed one.
Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Dampier. Here's Ginobili, and it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
And a timely bucket by Ginobili. Once again proving that he's a guy you can rely on in those big moments.
Now here's Terry. Harris is screen on Ginobili. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Back to Terry. Pass to Harris. Rebounded by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Oh, here's Parker. To the inside. Batiste. Dampier pulls it in.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Goes up at the stripe. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Parker. On the shot clock. Duncan with a screen on Harris. Here's Parker. Oh, Here's Howard. It falls. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And yes, the officials want to review the... It's awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? They may go from winners to losers just like that.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit.
The footage relayed to them by the NBA's replay center in Secaucus. The process is getting better and faster over the years.
And they're going to count it after looking at the replay. They ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talked about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge the defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Crawford dishes to Curry. 2 points, stop and goes. Curry's got 6 in the quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Brown outside. Deng kicks to Heinrich. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And here's Richardson outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 9.
He scored 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Outside Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. New York shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Curry passes to Crawford. Off target from three-point range. Chicago trails by 9. On the wing, Deng. Richardson covering. Wallace with a screen for Heinrich. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Richardson against Deng. And he gets the bucket.
Even against defense that tight, he still gets it to go. Boy, how about that determination?
Here's Gordon. Knicks with the rebound. Richardson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Down low. Here's Lee. Lays it up off the glass. Lee's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Wallace's shot is good.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
New York leading by 11. Lee outside. 13 feet away. And shot. No good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make.
And another assist for him.
And would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
On one hand, it's astounding. On the other hand, well, we saw this coming almost from the opening tip. Richardson the pass to Lee. No good there. Some solid defense from Brown. To the paint, here's Wallace. And Marbury pulls it down. Now the Knicks with it. 9-point game. Here's Crawford. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
At the line. Here's Marbury. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out. I mean, unlikely to see a full comeback, but we've seen it before.
Yeah. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.